Closer to home, Toronto police and Pride remain far apart. Pride Toronto does not want police officers at their parade. There is a coalition of groups that called for the withdrawal of the application for officers to march in uniform, and the chief did not fight that demand.
Mark Saunders released a written statement saying his men and women in uniform will not take part. CTV's Tracy Tong is live in Toronto's Village. Tracy, officers did not participate last year. That tense relationship remains tense, if not worse. Have we heard any more from the chief?
We have, Michelle. He released a pretty lengthy statement today in it saying that he had hoped that his officers and civilians would be welcomed back at this year's parade, but that he is withdrawing the application to participate in hopes it will help strengthen their relationship with the community. For the second year in a row, there will be no uniformed police officers in Toronto's Pride Parade.
This is a parade led and run by the community, and the community have clearly said there is an aspect of this uniform that makes us feel uncomfortable.
At the request of Pride Toronto and 5 other LGBTQ community groups, Toronto Police Chief Mark Saunders is withdrawing an application for officers to march in the parade. A statement from the chief says, "My hope is that this move will be received as a concrete example of the fact that I am listening closely to the community's concerns, and I am committed thoroughly to building a better, stronger relationship between us." The president of the Toronto Police Association disagrees with the chief.
I think that by withdrawing from the parade, it just drives the wedge in deeper.
The community groups say the relationship cannot be mended through a parade. They say tensions grew amid the Bruce McArthur investigation, calling the handling of the alleged victims' disappearances insufficient.
The way the South Asian and Middle Eastern men that were treated when they went missing, that does leave a sour taste in my mouth, and then it makes us question, in that situation, does the police really actually care about this community or the racialized communities?
The request for police to withdraw was made by the leaders of those community groups, and now some members of the groups are wondering why they weren't consulted.
I was not consulted as a member. I don't know anybody who was consulted from any of the organizations, and I've spoken to a number of people.
Well, that's not fair, is it? No, I think they have every right to participate.
I don't think they should be marching. They discriminate.
Last year, a group of Toronto police officers took part in New York City's Pride Parade after Black Lives Matter demanded they be excluded from Toronto's.
What is banned is their uniform and the gun and the vehicle. The individual is not banned.
Pride Toronto says they hope to include police in future Pride celebrations, but first there's work to be done on their relationship.
All the love in the air and seeing people united, and no matter what gender, race, sexual orientation, we all need to just come together and love the world, love each other.
And Premier Wynne also weighed in on this today, saying she hopes the two sides can work out this strained relationship. Mayor John Tory also echoing that sentiment, saying he wants the Pride Parade to go forward with city support funding and for this year's Pride Parade, even without police participation. Back to you.